talking about a player in Victor Wembanyama, Colin, that has a chance to be the greatest player of all time. He is arguably, before last year's draft, many people considered him the greatest prospect ever. And yet he has exceeded expectations as a rookie with the things he's doing. I mean, 9 blocks last night. Like, how soon until he has a quadruple double? It's inevitable that it's going to happen. He's already had a 5x5. With Victor Wembanyama, if you look at last year's, 1 year ago yesterday, that he had the play that went viral where he shot and missed a 3 and then dunked it. He dunked his own missed 3-pointer, right?
Right.
If you look at the rate of improvement since that moment, he shoots over 40% on pull-up threes now. Wow. He is better defensively than he was then. The passing is the ingredient that's probably improved more than anything else for him, making his teammates better.
When you talk about the greatest of all time, you think about 2 people, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. But now, in his rookie season, you are already seeing people talk about Victor Wembanyama as potentially being the next candidate for being in the GOAT conversation. And you talk about a guy who, from game 1 to now, is probably the most improved player in the NBA. But not only that, he's also the Rookie of the Year. And not only that, but he's also the Defensive Player of the Year. And honestly, if I'm being completely real, I think Victor Wembanyama has the chance to go down as the best defensive player in the history of the NBA. Now, the craziest thing about Victor Wembanyama is his development over just a 6-month period. A year ago, we used to talk about, is Victor Wembanyama, is his game going to translate to the NBA level? Will he be able to shoot threes, right? The guy's shooting 40% on stand-up threes. Guys, Victor Wembanyama is a different breed, and once this Spurs team figures out how to surround him, you talk about Nikola Jokic and what he's able to do once he is surrounded by the right pieces, and the Spurs are going to have a lot of top picks here over the next couple of seasons. Guys, once they hit on their picks, once they get the right pieces here, you talk about getting young guys, but also having Victor here to bring in talent from in free agency. This team is going to win a lot of championships, and Victor Wembanyama is going to be the best player in the NBA for a very long time. Now, in this video, we're going to break down some film from this last game, and I'm going to showcase to you guys exactly why Victor Wembanyama has GOAT potential. Now, one of the easiest ways for the Spurs to get points is the high pick and roll with Victor Wembanyama. On this play specifically, all he does is flip the screen. So he starts on the right side, gets to the left, right? Confuses the defense a little bit here. Now, what we see is hedge by Nicholas Batum. And whenever you hedge over a screen, which is what people do in the NBA a ton nowadays, but when you're going up against Victor Wembanyama, you have to play drop zone coverage. You cannot hedge over a screen. Tries to hedge a little bit, and boom. Now what do we see? Leverage for Victor Wembanyama, getting to the hoop. You get backside help here by Kelly Oubre, but quite frankly, doesn't do anything. Just throw the ball anywhere near the rim, and it's going to be an easy bucket just like that. Guys, this play is almost unstoppable for the Spurs. Now, the one thing the NBA really didn't want to see him do was this right here. Fast break situation, don't allow the defense to set up, but be able to have the confidence where you can just literally sit at the top of the key, being over 7 feet tall. Think about it, 10 years ago, did we see any 7-footers at the three-point line? Not really. Victor Wembanyama is just a different breed, and he is able to stop, pop, pull up a 3 in a fast break situation over Paul Reed, basically not even there, and drains it. Guys, think about in 5 to 6 years how much better he's going to be as an overall player. It won't even make sense. Real quickly, guys, before we get any further into the video and kind of finish it off, going to break down a couple more plays here. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. It is free. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And we're going to be posting videos covering Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs for the rest of the season, off-season, and going into next year as well. With that being said, let's jump right back in. All right, here we go. Watch this play. We're going to get a high pick and roll here between Paul Reed and Tyrese Maxey. Now, the reason they're doing it so high is that way Maxey can have a little bit of space here while Victor, right, is in a drop zone coverage, right? This drop zone coverage is trying to prevent Maxey from getting down into the paint for an easy layup, right? So, boom, right at this case scenario, Victor does the craziest thing you could think of. He guards both Paul Reed and Tyrese Maxey by just using his arms, right? So boom, drops back, right? And now Maxey's in a situation where he's like, well, I can't shoot this shot because it'll probably easily be blocked, right? So he's like, boom, beautiful bounce pass over to Paul Reed. Paul Reed has a nice amount of space here. Let's pull up a little midi, step back, create some more space, and he still gets blocked. Guys, did you just see this? Let's watch it one more time. He is covering 2 guys on 1. This is next level type of stuff. Trey Jones tailing from the backside pretty much the entire play here. It is 2-on-1 basketball, and they still lose. I mean, man, the things this guy does, it really makes me sit here and wonder, like, man. And then, boom, knowing you have your guys behind you, I'm going to push this fast break situation. I mean, that is just beautiful execution. Guys, before we get any further into the video, go check out Underdog Fantasy. Guys, this is the best app I have ever used. If you guys like winning money, do it here. Once you sign up, use my promo code MattyDubs. They'll give you a free square. What that means is basically Tyrese Halliburton over half a point. Easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Not only that, you can bet on anything you want, any team you want, and they have unlimited things that you can bet on. I mean, look at Kobe White. You have over blocks, lower steals, less turnovers. There's everything, right? But not only that, they will match your first deposit up to $100. Guys, not only are they going to give you free money, but they're going to give you a free square to use as well. And I mean, let's just go down. Let's see how many teams do they have today. They have some Clippers games down here. I mean, Jazz game. They have everything, right? They have MLB. They have golf. They have NHL, tennis, FIFA, soccer, MMA. Everything that you can think of, they have. Go check it out, get your free money, and go try to win some more money with the free square they're going to give you as well. Go check it out. Use my promo code in the description. Let's get back into the video. Now, sometimes he gets put onto an island. On this place specifically, they go one-on-one isolation. They got a pick and roll. They found Maxey on Victor Wembanyama, right? Now, the thing about this, there's a good and there's a bad, right? Obviously, you can blow by him because he is not as quick as most guards in the NBA, but the chase down block is insane. So, right, here we go. Quick isolation. We're going to stack the weak side here. We're going to make this right side completely open for Victor Wembanyama and Tyrese Maxey. Now, you do have some strong side help right here down low in the paint. I'm not sure why I did that, but pretty much you just stack up this side. These 3 guys can handle that situation. Maxey gets into the paint, right? Does a great move to get by this defender, and it looks like it could be a wide open layup. But Victor is still able to block this shot. Greatest defender of all time. I think you can already lock it in. Now, I also love that Victor Wembanyama can also play the pick and roll ball handler situation, right? We already know he can be a great roller or even a popper, but now that you give him the versatility to be the guy who's the main ball handler in these situations, it makes it even more scary. Right now, you're going to get a screen by Trey Jones, right? You got to switch onto a small defender, but during the switch, just no contest here, wide open 3 over 2 defenders, and boom, gets it to go again. This is what I'm talking about. This is what makes him so scary. And now you come down the other side, and now you're going to be, the picker, the roller, right? Boom, set the pick. Let's get to the corner, draw those 2 defenders off the screen. Boom, spins. I mean, if you get that pass out a little bit quicker there, but still ends up getting it over to him and is able to stop and pop and pull up a 3, the man can do anything you want him to do. And quite frankly, he does it at a high level, man. I mean, did you see what he was doing there in this game? Again, pick and roll, pick and pop. Let's boom, draw 2 defenders, right? Fakes like he's going to go inside, but then slowly pops to the outside. Boom, again, wide open, just not playing the switch defense that they need to play here. Boom, gets Kelly Oubre by him. Sidestep 3. I mean, what is he, Jason Tatum? Jason Tatum or James Harden? Oh my, dude. Watching his film really, like, it makes me, like, happy because seeing a guy do this, oh my, the basketball nowadays is just so talented. It's so fun to watch him. You have a guy like Victor Wembanyama who can do anything at any time. Oh my God, again, let's be the pick and roll ball handler. Actually, we've got a ghost screen here by Trey Jones. This is another thing I love about Victor. Always makes the right passes. And as he continues to start getting better and passing the ball, I mean, this is a great pass, right? So a ghost screen here at the top of your screen, basically just a fake screen. They're going to hedge off it, thinking they need to switch, but in reality, there's no screen, so they don't switch. Boom, wide open, great pass there. Man, I'm just glad Victor's doing this. I'm glad that he is about to turn around the Spurs organization. And Greg Popovich, man, wow, what a steal. Baseline, what do you even think? At this point, if you're Maxey, just freaking throw it out of bounds at that point, right? Blocked. It's crazy. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. I'll see you guys in the next Wemby breakdown. Hopefully it's soon, man.